Well, this Nova Scotia brewery actually just opened in December, but already are facing some backlash, in particular over the artwork on one of its beer cans. So the company is called Tusket Falls Brewing Company. They actually operate just outside of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, and the beer is called Hanging Oak. So this is a red IPA, and on the label, so we're zooming into it right there, is the image of a noose hanging from an oak tree. Now, Halifax teacher Ben Sitchell, he saw this image and he says immediately he found it offensive, given the symbolism of a noose and its connection often to the history of lynchings and the persecution of Black people. And he spoke with CBC Maritime Noon over this. Here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
The first thing that I thought of is the history of lynchings in the United States, particularly of African Americans, and I mean anything to do with hanging from a tree is pretty morbid. So, you know, I'd like to give folks the benefit of the doubt and say that they didn't mean any harm or any offense. But, you know, at some point, even if that is the case, you have to take responsibility for what that image evokes in people.
And so Sitchell says that he decided to contact the company to get an explanation as to what was behind this particular image. And he says that their response was that the hanging oak is a historical tree in Argyll County, and that in particular that their beers are named after local landmarks. And more to that, they said that this tree, traditionally, butchers would hang meat from it to dry. Now, Sitchell says he doesn't agree or think that butchers would hang meat from nooses, so he decided to post this image on social media. He posted it to his Twitter, and it's really garnered a lot of reaction. It's been shared as well. And so many people are debating whether or not this is racist. Some people saying it is, and it's unacceptable. Others are saying that they don't see the same issue. So definitely this debate is waging online.
So weigh in on the part of the brewing company. What is it saying now?
Well, that's right. We've actually heard from the company, Jeff Reynard, who spoke about this, and he says, again, each of their products are tied to local history in the community. And he said he maintains that this is part of Tusket's history in the community and that he doesn't understand why people are making a connection between a noose and racism. Here's more on what he had to say with CBC Maritime Noon on our local radio station.
It's a local location. It's around the corner. They call it the Hanging Oak. Just wanted to, just bring it local. I don't even know how they would ever connect the two. I mean, you see a noose and you think, do you want to hang Black people? That's the most ridiculous thing I heard.
Now, Reynard did go on to say that if Black people from the community do complain about it, he is willing to change the image. But for now, the company says they're standing by their can.
Okay, interesting to see where this goes next. Thank you so much to Shauna Reed.